Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, episode 30. You're listening to Friday Fundamentals with your host, Jacob Ayers. This is a short episode where we'll talk about a quick real estate investing topic and provide resources and actionable content for you to implement every week. Last week we discussed the abundance mindset and money myths with our guest Keith Weinhold. I didn't mention it during that episode, but Keith Weinhold's Get Rich Education podcast was the very first podcast I ever listened to, and I continue to listen to it this day. Keith is a brilliant guy and understands how to make real estate work for you like few do. Now without further ado, I bring to you this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. This week's Friday Fundamental is goal setting. Tony Robbins said, "Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible." Jim Rohn said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Setting written goals is the single most powerful action one can take towards self-improvement, business, or anything which requires you to grow. Many well-known and successful people attribute much of their success to having clearly defined goals. As a human, you are shaped by your surroundings, your environment, and the people who you surround yourself with. It's a culmination of these things that make you who you are. Before all those, your life is just a blank canvas, and through time, you are gradually shaped into who you are now. Goals allow you to guide yourself along a path you want. As the saying goes, without a destination, any path will get you there. Maybe you have not yet identified your goals, but have a few things in mind. Maybe you want to be at a certain position in your job in the next year, or want to own your own home someday. Or maybe retire early and travel the world. While those are a good start, they're not quite clearly defined, and more importantly, written goals. The power of writing your goals is just as important as setting them. Your mind is like its own being. What you put in it is a correlation to what you get out of it. By writing your goals down every single day, they start to become a part of your identity and will impact your thoughts and actions every day. If you were to just write your goals down once a year, they would slowly become a thought of the past. But by writing your goals down every single day, you'll begin to notice that your mindset focuses on how to achieve those goals. I personally have been writing my goals down every day for over 2 years now. Sometimes they change and expand, sometimes I add new goals to my life. But by doing this simple step, I've experienced a shift in my mindset, actions, and ultimately results. You might not consider the power of writing your goals down daily because you don't have the time or you already feel that you have a vision for your future, but here are 3 reasons why writing your goals down are important. The first is, you'll begin to subconsciously gravitate towards your goals. Your mindset will shift and your actions will reflect that mindset. The second is, by having clearly defined goals, you'll have to make less decisions every day. You won't be distracted by all the opportunities you come across that don't promote your goals. And the third is, your goals give you something to aim for. What fun would this life be if you didn't have something to look forward to? Here are some examples of how goal setting will help you. Let's say, for instance, your goal is to save $10,000 for a down payment for your first house. Once you have written that goal down, it becomes real in your mind. So the next time you think about upgrading your perfectly fine 3-year-old car for a new model, the thought of that goal to buy a house comes to your mind, and you consider the impact that new car would have on your goal. Let's look at another scenario. Say your goal is to visit a new country next summer. This is the place you've always dreamed of, your bucket list destination. Mine personally is Thailand. So write that down. Set a specific, measurable, attainable, real, time-bound goal. That acronym is SMART. Once again, specific, measurable, attainable, real, and time-bound. Once you do that, you'll find yourself looking up the weather in that destination for the month you'll be there. You'll research the currency, culture, places to go, things to try. It will become a real event in your mind. You'll search for flights, hotels, etc. You'll tell your friends and family. The next thing you know, you will have booked your flight and made reservations through Airbnb. All of a sudden, that goal is now a reality. This is the power of goal setting, turning dreams into reality. The crazy part, it doesn't even take that much extra work. Your subconscious does most of the work, and through disciplined action, you will achieve your goal. Realize that your goals can change, because you will change. It's okay to change your goals, expand them, update them, etc. Understand that you might not achieve your goal in the time that you thought you could. That's okay. Simply make another plan and stay focused on achieving your goal. I encourage you to make daily goal writing a part of your routine. When setting your goals, challenge yourself. You're capable of way more than you know when faced with a challenge. With that, I have a challenge for you. I challenge you to write down your goals every day for the next 30 days. And when you've done that, let me know. I'll have something for you. I don't know yet what that will be, and it might be unique for each person. But let me know once you do that. Simply go to my site at www.jacobayers.com and click Contact. That wraps up this week's Friday Fundamentals. If you're getting value out of the show, please subscribe so you won't miss new episodes. As always, if you have any questions or comments or want to hear something or someone specific, just let me know. Email me at info@jacobayers.com, contact me at www.jacobayers.com, or connect with me on Facebook at The Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom. Till next week, signing off, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.